So, this is my first time video where I am recording in person, showing myself like this. So, I just finished this anime off from Netflix just very recently, about an hour ago. I'm currently recording this at 1 a.m. in the morning, and I'm currently waiting for my laundry to be done just so I can assemble my bed, really. Put on the bed sheets and blanket and everything. Anyways, where was? Oh, right. I just finished this anime on Netflix, and it's called Leviathan. And it's basically a World War One about. Oh no, that's not it. It is basically essentially a alternative history of World War One, with a story taking place in Europe, and with some events that was making a reference to a real life history of World War One. Despite of the alternative history, it was rather interesting. So imagine this: in World War One era, instead of a war between the Germans and the Allies or whatever, there was war going on because there were two ideologies, or so I would say, more of a technology difference being used. One side being they utilize what was it? A genetic modified creatures. And what I mean by that is, imagine this: a blimp. You're probably gonna assume that a blimp is just gonna be like a hovering air balloon, but instead, that blimp is a whale that can fly. That's only the one example I can only describe it to you on one other side. But on the other side, not typically, the Germans, as I'm gonna throw it in. A little bit of a spoiler, I'm gonna say. They are they have technology that kind of similar to the steampunk. They have these walking mechs that they operate with, and they barely use any like living creatures at all. Literally, their horses are mechanical, and mechanical horses. And with that story, you'll get to see a main character from one side and another character from the other side. I would highly recommend watching it if you have Netflix, whenever you can. Fuck. So, you get to see both perspective and let's see. All right, you get to see both perspective from both sides. One being, well, I'm gonna just drop a name from what I have heard in anime. One side being the Darwinists, aka the people who utilize creatures who are genetically modified into a purpose of such as using a natural energy, natural technology to their advances. Other side called the Clankers. That side, there are all machines. As I mentioned, they have mechanical horses, they have steampunk technology, whole bunch of belogies. They even have like a 8-legged battleship that walks on land, and that's it. I'm probably not gonna be really explaining it well to you, but you get to understand me what I'm saying once you get actually to check out the anime or get to see the trailer, which I'm gonna be linking below in the description. That that's all I gotta say. I trying to minimize as much spoilers as I can, but if you have Netflix, I recommend watching the Leviathan. I will link the trailer. I will link the trailer of the anime below in the description for you to just check it out and see what it's like and see if it piques your interest. Yeah, it's a good anime. The pacing was actually pretty well done. I like the stories of between the both characters. You actually get to have enough time to get to know well enough about the main character and the side characters as well. I will tell you this: the main character in the anime is a son of the what's it? Which is I forgot his full name, Archduke, the guy who was assassinated by a Serbian guy. This is referring to the a real World War One history that sparked the World War One itself. The main character is a prince, aka the son of a guy who was assassinated. So that's basically just your main character, but you get to see his character growth. You get to see character growth throughout the episodes. So I will say this: the whole season is comprised of 12 episodes, as every anime you will probably get to see, and of course a 20, going from like 25-minute to 30-minute long episodes, and that's it. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I have nothing else much to say, but besides, I could probably spoil it to you guys, but I don't really feel like to. Anyways, if you're watching this, good night, or good morning, or good afternoon, whatever you're watching this at, whatever time you are awake on. Yeah. Surely my laundry is almost done. 50 minutes. Yeah, I can't wait to get back to bed. I literally stripped my bed naked. Still wearing the laundry. Yeah.